Hi folks, guess what arrived in today? The Spooky 2 equipment. Big thank you to John White and the team for sending it over. I'm just going to go through a few of the bits and pieces. We don't know much about it at the moment. We're going to sort out training. But let's have a look at the parts anyway. This is the cold laser. It's called the Spooky Cold Laser Wrist. And it says a cold laser, also called low-level laser therapy (LLT), uses safe non-thermal light photons to accelerate the body's natural healing process. The light energy can penetrate right through all the layers of our skin with ease. It's especially useful for pain, joint and neurological problems, wounds and burns, dental issues, lymph node swelling, tinnitus and bone tissue regeneration, plus many more applications. So it's obviously something that you put on your wrist and you plug in. So that's what that is there. They're just probes and leads. Then, I don't know what that is. That's a USB cable. This is USB heart rate monitor. Now, as far as I know, when you're doing the biofeedback, the actual scanning is done through the heart. That's how it finds out the information. So, obviously you can see that Spooky 2. So you just plug that in. Obviously it's got a few leads in there as well. And you obviously plug it in, wire it up, and obviously that could be what it's used for. Keep track of your personal fitness. Okay. What does it say? Let's have a look. Right, this product is a portable medical mini heart rate monitor. It is easy, convenient and simple to use for customers. It can test heart rate via infrared ray with ear clip sensor. It can be also connected with personal computers by USB, so the users can be clearer and more intuitive to monitor heart rate. Therefore, it will guide people to do exercise more efficiently, scientifically and systematically. Okay, so there you go. So it's a heart rate monitor. And what do we have here? Right, this device here is called a Spooky Boost version 3. Okay, and this is this clever signal processor connects to both outs of your Spooky 2M 5M frequency generator, providing 6 individually purposed outputs. Out 1 and out 2 are pass-through connections. They provide the individual signals from the generator's outs unprocessed. You can use these to connect 2 sets of Spooky hand cylinders, or 1 plus a set of foot plates. It's also possible to connect the original Spooky Boost cable to these to provide another 2 outputs. In this case, the amplitude will be shared. We don't recommend doing this. Okay. So yeah, so for linking the Spookies. Okay, so we have 2 of them there for linking. Okay. And let's see what we have here. Right, and what we have here should be the Spookies. There you go. So that's what the Spooky looks like. Put it the right way around, that'll help. Up to the camera there. So that's the Spooky device. You have power. Let's see. Take it out of the bag. Right, so we have DC 5 volts, USB on and off. We have BNC sockets there. CE approved, by the way, very important. CE approved for Europe. And so that's the 2-channel signal generator. Out in TTI. So it's going to be fun learning how to use the Spooky 2. So that's we have 2 boxes that came in. That's the first box. These are just pads. Obviously they're the pads that you put on for the different options that you want to use. So you've got a list of a row, a good few pads there. Okay, we'll just put this back in and we'll have a look at box number 2. Alright, box number 2. There's an envelope here, and in the envelope it shows you, there's the Cancer Protocol 3. Then you have thank you letter from the Spooky team. Then a look at the equipment there that you can get. There's more equipment that you can buy with the Spooky. We went for the essential kit because of the biofeedback option. So there's the pads that I've just showed you there, and then we have the connector device. There's the remote device there, and there's the cylinder connections. We'll have a look for them. And this is the biofeedback scanning. Right, looks quite complicated and involved to me, but we're looking forward to getting our head around it. Now we've got more leads. More leads again. And even more leads. I don't know what these are. Let's have a look and see what they may be. Okay, they just look like some kind of interface with a chip on them. Not sure what they are there. I'm just looking on the list of products, and it's not showing them, so I'm not sure what they are. Got funky glasses there, black pair of glasses. Obviously, so you can look cool while you're getting treated with the Spooky. Maybe I'm sure they're there for a reason, and not just to look cool. Yeah. I don't see anything on the list here regarding the glasses. We will find out, but that's what you get anyway. Again, with this box, we get another Spooky too. So it's the same again. There's 2 Spookies because when you're doing the biofeedback, you might find that you're going to have toxins in your body. And what we were told by David, who's one of the team members in Dublin, is that when you're scanning your body with the biofeedback and it's finding the toxins, you need the other Spooky 2 to be running to attack the toxins, because if you're stripping the toxins out of your body, if you're attacking them and finding them, you need to get them out of your body as quick as you can. You can't leave them there because they are poisonous. This is what Dave was saying. So the whole idea of having the 2 Spooky machines is one is finding the toxins, the other one's getting rid of them. So you run them in parallel. So that's the other Spooky, same thing. Then we have these are grips, and the grips are Spooky hand cylinders. So obviously you hold them in some way, and you get plugged in, and off you go. So then what's left in the box, this is not sure what this is, 15 Spooky pulse finger clip. So this is the finger clip, so you put your finger in here, and obviously you plug that into the machine, and when you're doing a biofeedback, then obviously your finger's in there, and it's doing a reading on your finger. So this is for putting your finger in. This is just small cabling really, and we have 2 power supplies for the spooky. Right, we found the fingernail device, which is this here, and the idea is you put your fingernail in between some masking paper, and you slip it in between here, and then you plug this in, and then you can do the remote diagnostics and healing. Well, sorry, you can't do remote bioscanning, but you can do healing with the fingernail device. Spooky remote, that's what it's called, spooky remote. So that's what that looks like, and we have 2 of these. Excellent. Okay folks, that's the bits and pieces that have come in regarding the Spooky 2. So we look forward to having to play with this and learning how to use it. It looks quite involved, but we look forward to having to play with it and starting to treat people and ourselves. Obviously we'll do ourselves first, we'll be the guinea pigs, and we'll keep you posted on the show as to what we're doing with the Spooky 2 and any other information that we come across using it. Cheers.